As Sahaj Yogis, I request you, you are special people. You have got special children as God has given. He's been so kind to you that you've got special children. You've got special relations here who are very kind to your children, very nice people, you have good atmosphere. But now, even with all this, if you cannot give them that special life which they deserve, for which they have come to your family, for which they have accepted you as your parents, as their parents, then I think you won't be fair. It won't be fair. So you have to sacrifice a little bit, so-called sacrifice, if you think it's a sacrifice, that your children should come up as very good citizens, as very good Sahajogis. Now the education in that school to begin with will start when the children are about say 7 to 8 years of age, because very young children will be difficult. But we will be starting some nursery schools in every country, like we have now started in Melbourne, in Sydney. In the same way, we'll have nursery schools in every country where the children can have their education. As also you know, we have a very nice school in Switzerland, nursery school, where the little children, he कुठे निघाली तिला धर. काय बाबा? ठीक आहे. Thank you. She's happy now. Aisha, you're all right? They look, mostly they look happy. How are you? All right? All right. All right, Dr. Sita. Ah, hello. How are you? All right? You look so happy. He doesn't want to go. Now, we have to understand that these children mostly will be special children, realized soul. We'll check them in all their countries from where they will be coming. They will not be only the children of Sahajogis, but they sit down, come this side. Come this side. Dania, you can come this side. So, be comfortable. So now we'll have children there who will be coming also from these nursery schools where they will have already some grounding. But when they come to that school, the education that we'll be having in that school, of course, apart from the general education, because we'll have to get it affiliated with our Indian University or with Cambridge or something like that. So the children who are educated there also get the education which is generally needed for their profession or anything they want to take up for their livelihood. But apart from that, the idea of the education is that to instill in them, first of all, the sense of self-respect to begin. That we'll have to teach them what is self-respect and how to understand the importance of self-respect. And then they will be taught on those lines various things, like we must learn to keep our things properly, to keep the place clean, and to respect it, to respect your school, to respect your teachers, to respect all that is there. How to respect from the Mother Earth we should start. It is said that first we must touch the Mother Earth because we touch her feet. On those lines, first of all, the sense of respect must come in children. That's very important. Then once that starts, then it is easy to instill any other ideas into them. So we are not going to get them completely sort of deconditioned type, or we are not going to say that there's no going to be conditioning of them. But the conditioning will be on the path by which they become children of some unique qualities which are required today in the world. They might develop into very great leaders, they might develop into great orators, or they might develop into painters or artists according to their aptitudes, which we will look after. But the first and foremost thing, a person must know how to respect himself. Once they develop the sense of respect, then they will be also taught other crafts and things like that, which whatever we can teach them, so that they also develop the deftness. Because I think till the age of 12 years, only the myelin sheath develops. And that myelin sheath unless and until you work it out, those 12 years, that means we'll just get 4 years for them to develop their myelin sheets, to develop any kind of a thing like artists they might be, or they want to do some carvings or anything. So they must learn to do things with their own hands. That is important. That they must learn. But everything they need not learn. Whatever they are good at, aptitudes they have, they should do. Now the main thing about children is that they should feel completely secure in a place. Security is a very important thing for children. If they do not feel secure in that place, then we won't be able to balance them much. So to make them feel secure, we'll have ladies from other places and all that who will just volunteer to come down and take charge of say 10 children or 8 children personally. They'll look after them and they'll be properly trained beforehand how to treat the children with kindness and understanding and love, and also how to teach them how to share things, how to enjoy sharing and generosity. So these ladies will be Sahajoginis from various countries, maybe or maybe from India, whosoever. There are many who have offered their services to me. So first I'll talk to them and we'll tell them how to train up. So the little groups of say 8 to 10 children will be in charge of say one lady. She'll look after their clothes, she'll look after them. So they will not miss the mother part of it, and they will grow up in a proper understanding of a mother and a security. Now I do not want to put too much restrictions on children in the name of discipline in the beginning. Because that's not, because children are themselves very much disciplined. But discipline has to be there. So for certain things I tell you, if you follow the practice say of getting up in the morning, slowly you will find children cannot sleep after that time. Once they, all these good habits can be done. To sleep earlier, to get up early, to not to talk too much, not to become also absolutely deaf and dumb sort, but to talk whatever is necessary, whatever is not necessary, not to talk rubbish, not to be frivolous, not to be sarcastic. All these things can be watched very carefully if you have a small group. And the small group should be watched how they behave, and then the education as such will give them about Sahaja Yoga education. Slowly they have to be trained in Sahaja Yoga, and that is one of the most important, for which we'll get some Sahaja Yogis who will talk to them about Sahaja Yoga, teach them about Sahaja Yoga, how to do it, and gradually by the time they'll pass from that school, they'll be very well equipped as Sahaja Yogis. I'm sure one of the things is the unity and the understanding, which will create a kind of a, what you can say, the groups, kind of groups, which will work out. Now, in a hospital, you have, say, doctors, nurses, supposing they are all surgeons. No problem. No problem like that. No problem of any kind. Anything that you could do. All of them are surgeons. No problem. So this is the idea, is that we have to create a world of great understanding and love. That is the idea. And I'm sure the way we got this land, I was myself, I mean, the way you are getting this, I think it's almost work out because God is there. The thing is that, you see, with Sahaja Yoga, we have less problems. We have no labor problem, we don't have other problems like money problems, nothing. You see, because all problems are created by human beings. And if you have people, or human beings who are non-problematic, where will be the problem? The question? Of course. We have never had problem of money. So it will all work out. Only we should desire that we should do these things. And it will be so good for our children. Because this is how we are going to change the whole world. There's no way out. See, you start any other way. If you have organizations, this and you cannot change it. You must change the human and their relationships. Unless until you transform human beings, you cannot work. So it's a great hope for all of us on Mother's Day to talk about the future is a good idea. And it is going to work out. And maybe within 2 years' time, you send your children there, I think. Within 2 years' time, the school will be established, I'm sure. Those who are willing to help for the Montessori school, raise your hand. All of you, that's good. That can be done. You find out. You find out the money for that. It's not difficult to get that much money. Remittances we have. Only we have to build up a little bit. That's all.